As President's Marshal, I declare that the 2021 spring commencement of the University of Houston Clear Lake is now in session. I recognize University of Houston Clear Lake President Ira K. Blake, who will preside over this commencement. I now invite graduate Jenna Schaub to give the pledge and invocation. While at UHCL, she served as a senior reporter for UHCL's official student newspaper, The Signal. She was also involved in the Communication and Digital Media Association. Today, Jenna is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Communication.
Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing with me for the invocation. A new class of graduates gathers today. A new phase of life begins. So, our eyes, together with those of family and friends, are on the future. May steadiness be given to those who will lead, and confidence to those who will follow as they embark on new ventures. May everyone be focused on individual goals as well as on the needs of others. May peace, our most precious gift, be in the hearts of every man and woman, and in the world of nations. May we have gratitude for the opportunity to live and celebrate this rewarding day.
Please join me and remain standing in a moment of silence for reflection. Please be seated. As I reflect on my time serving as your Vice President for Student Affairs and the many outstanding accomplishments of our students, no other ceremony or event fills my heart with as much pride as commencement. While others may see this as the end of a journey, I know this is the beginning of each of you fulfilling your commitment to lifelong learning and making our world a much better place to live in. Although I'm unable to have as many in-person discussions with you, our Hawks, we still communicate on a regular basis through email, phone, and virtual meetings. And despite the change in communication methods, you continue to remind me of your commitment to your academic success and your responsibility to lead through service of campus, community, and beyond. If anyone ever questions or has doubts about the Hawk Way, one only need to look back a few months ago. While navigating the academic and social challenges during the pandemic, Mother Nature threw us a curveball with the recent winter storm, which some are calling Snowbit 21. It was understandable to have our students reach out to the campus for assistance and information. However, our students also wanted to know how they could help. Students who were challenged as a result of the winter storm took time to offer assistance and support of others. Our Hawks are selfless, caring, and building a foundation that will last for generations. Thank you for all you do, and congratulations on one of your many achievements yet to come. And as always, thank you for serving as an inspiration for so many and demonstrating there are no excuses or barriers to success or achievement when you are a University of Houston Clear Lake student. Go Hawks! At this time, please join me in welcoming our students' biggest supporter, advocate, and the presider of this ceremony, President Ira K. Blake.
Thank you, Dr. Hart. Hello to you, graduating Hawks. Welcome to the University of Houston Clear Lake's virtual commencement. This is a time of great excitement and a proud moment for you, your families, friends, faculty, and staff. While we are all disappointed not to be gathering in person, cherish this moment, knowing that you have done it and you have proven you will not allow any obstacles to stand in your way. Yes, today you graduate. I am truly excited for the next chapter in your lives. You will now join the ranks of over 73,000 Clear Lake alumni, all contributing to a better world. As you have heard me say in different ways many times, education is a game changer in transforming lives. It is the key to a brighter future, enhanced innovation for a more prosperous society, and increased empathy for a more caring world. Your graduating class has hurdled many obstacles along your journey to this finish line: the COVID-19 pandemic, the associated economic downturn, weather threats, and the continued racial and social injustices across our nation, all fueling angst about the shredding of the human fabric of our communities, state, and nation. All of this within the context of isolation and uncertainty, more than enough to strain the emotionally strongest among us. Yet even so, you remain true to the Hawk way. You stayed healthy, you stayed focused, you worked hard, and you kept a positive attitude. I'm in great admiration of your grit and grace. You've shown the world that Hawks are an unrelenting positive force to be reckoned with. As University of Houston Clear Lake graduates, I want to remind you that each of you has your own story to continue writing. Each story will be beautifully different, an extension of your personal backgrounds, commitments, and interests. However, I want you to always remember that whoever is in charge gets to shape the story. You are in charge. Our faculty and staff have worked diligently to prepare you to do just that. So, today, take charge of your story, intentionally shape the narrative, and begin to live the next chapter according to you in the book of your life. I'm compelled to remind you that your story is about more than you. You have additional responsibilities beyond yourself, family, and friends. You are UH Clear Lake's investment in a better future for us and future generations. So, please remember this. Obtaining a degree is not enough. Getting ahead, personally and professionally, is not enough. You now have an obligation to contribute to the world being a better place for others, educationally, socially, economically, and environmentally. UH Clear Lake faculty and staff have invested their knowledge, expertise, guidance, values, and visions in your education. The design of your courses, majors, internships, research projects, leadership opportunities, and cultural experiences were purposeful. We want you to go forth anywhere in the world and be competent, confident, competitive, caring, and compassionate people. That is how Hawks have and will continue to catalyze a better world for all of us. I remain humbled and honored to lead UH Clear Lake, a worthy model for public higher education anywhere in the world. Our alumni have demonstrated our value in the roles they serve and their impact here on Earth and beyond. I know that you will continue to demonstrate that our proof of concept is no pilot project. Rather, it is both sustainable and resilient, as illustrated by UH Clear Lake's faculty's ability to adapt to the demands of change while maintaining academic rigor, first-rate research, and a student-centered focus. And as in the past, you, our newest graduates, will contribute through the roles you assume and have similarly valuable impact. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration of the University of Houston Clear Lake, I say, congratulations, graduates. It is now my great honor to introduce UH Clear Lake alumnus, Mr. Stephen Chasen, from the University of Houston System Board of Regents and the University of Houston System Chancellor, Renu Couture, to share their remarks with our graduating class.
Hello, I'm Steve Chasen, a member of the University of Houston System Board of Regents. I am honored to be part of this virtual commencement ceremony, and I bring you greetings from my fellow regents and the other 3 universities in our UH system. I am also a proud graduate of the University of Houston Clear Lake. I earned my master's degree here in 1977 after receiving a PhD from Michigan State. The only building on the campus then was the Bayou Building, which really has not changed much. Being back here, even virtually, certainly brings back fond memories. I hope you have all developed memories just as satisfying during your own time at UH Clear Lake. You are graduating from a university that has been continuing on a determined upward path in terms of academic excellence, community relevance, and perhaps most important, student success. When you leave here, you will continue to be part of this university and even a larger network. You will immediately join a distinguished group of alumni, not just from UH Clear Lake, but you'll be among more than 250,000 alumni from the 4 universities that comprise the UH system that I have the privilege to represent. Your fellow alumni are leaders in their respective industries and communities. As you move forward in your own careers, please don't hesitate to take advantage of the valuable resource they all represent. You share a common bond, and whether you are a hawk or a gator or a jaguar or a cougar, we are all part of the UH system and ready to help each other when we can. College is always hard, but the past year has been especially challenging for everyone. The additional obstacles presented by the pandemic made your academic and personal lives even more difficult, but you have prevailed and succeeded. And in some ways, your accomplishment is even more impressive considering the greater challenges you faced. So I'm very pleased to be able to finally say congratulations, graduates. You make me proud to call you UH Clear Lake alumni.
Graduates, congratulations and welcome. It's an honor to be part of this special commencement ceremony for the University of Houston Clear Lake. While I regret that I can't be with you in person to celebrate this occasion, my spirits are lifted by the indisputable fact that you have stayed the course, persevering through unusual circumstances to earn your degree. All commencements are special, but enduring a pandemic through the last leg of your educational journey makes this one especially memorable. Earning a college degree is always challenging, even without a pandemic. All those classes, exams, study sessions, and sleepless nights. But the important thing is that you completed a journey that you had started. You did not pause, you did not quit. That in itself is a cause for celebration. So congratulations. During your time here, you have seen UH Clear Lake grow and flourish. In recent years, the university has reached record enrollment, expanded the arts, and opened 4 new buildings, including a state-of-the-art STEM and classroom building, rec center, and many more. Moreover, it has continued to increase its academic rankings, and you have been an integral part of the university's transformation and accomplishments. Thank you for being a part of its journey and for making me proud to be your chancellor. And now, it's time for you to go forward and leave your mark on the world. As a UH Clear Lake graduate, you become part of a very large network of nearly 300,000 alumni from all 4 UH system universities. Alumni who are found at the highest levels of business, professional, corporate, public service, arts, and media, and also entertainment worlds. I urge you to take advantage of the valuable resources and potential connections they all represent. Remember that the education experiences and challenges you faced have built your character for tomorrow. We will need you to step up as leaders, as problem solvers, as risk takers, because you are our future, our hope, and our salvation. Be proud of your accomplishments, celebrate, and go make a difference. Go Hawks!
Thank you, Regent Chazen and Chancellor Couture. Welcome, students, families, friends, and guests to this spring 2021 commencement ceremony. On behalf of the faculty of UHCL, it is my honor to say congratulations on this momentous achievement and occasion. Graduates, we are with you virtually today to honor you, your perseverance in achieving your goals and pursuing your aspirations. your hard work, and your resilience. And celebrating this day, now is the time to look both ahead to your future and reflect on your time at UHCL. While you may not remember all that you have been exposed to across your varied courses, what we hope you take away from UH Clear Lake are the skills in critical and creative thinking, problem solving and decision making, and communication and interpersonal skills that will help you achieve your future goals. As faculty, our lives are made richer by our interactions with you. We thank you for the excellent class discussions, for asking tough, thoughtful questions, for engaging with us and challenging us as we, your faculty, have hopefully challenged you. Please know that graduation is always a very proud day for us. We share in your celebration and your accomplishments. We relish in witnessing this moment, your moment. As John Dewey has stated, education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. Your degree signifies a launching point for new experiences in learning that will continue throughout your lifetime. In turning the page on this chapter of your life, your final times with us here at UHCL were experiences that we are sure to always remember, as there have been so many opportunities for us to grow together as we navigated the pandemic and strove to rise above the many challenges. One thing is for certain: you rose to the occasion and finished strong despite the circumstances. As such, we thank you for your contributions that you have made to UHCL through your engagement as members of our Hawk family. In closing, the poet Nikita Gill authored a poem titled Stardust, which we like to share. In it, she writes, "We have calcium in our bones, iron in our veins, carbon in our souls, and nitrogen in our brains. 93% stardust. With souls made of flames, we are all just stars that have people names. Shine bright as you leave UHCL to accomplish your goals and impact the world around you. We look forward to seeing the many great things that you will achieve." So on behalf of the faculty, again, congratulations on your graduation. It is now my pleasure to welcome today's student speaker, Ozzya Etter. She is a member of Pathways to STEM Careers program, which supports students pursuing degrees in STEM fields. Today, she is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science.
What an honor it is to be able to speak at my very own graduation. What an even bigger honor it is to be a part of everyone's memories that will remain from today. I know that 2021 has brought tribulations and trials to each of our lives, whether it was from the ice storm that swept through Texas, the COVID-19 pandemic itself, or just the daily battles that we face in the dark. But you're here now, against the odds, graduating amidst all the chaos. So congratulations, we did it. We did it despite the curveballs life threw at us, and we did it together as a class. Although I do not know many of you personally, I want to thank each one of you if you ever smiled at me in passing, if we ever held a conversation or shared a look in class when we both didn't know what was going on. All these moments have impacted and shaped my experience here at UHCL, and the same is true for all of us here. The community built here at this school is one of the most diverse I've ever seen, and I'm grateful to be a part of it since I've grown so much since the day I walked through the bio building. So thank you all for the little moments, and take the time today to really be proud of what you have accomplished. Before the chaos erupted in 2020, I remember how student life used to be at UHCL, and I want to take a moment to bask in the nostalgia. I came to the school in 2017 as an eager high school senior, ready to take all the classes and join all the clubs. I joined a club called PSC my sophomore year, and for those of you who don't know, PSC stands for Pathways to STEM Careers. I was hired on as a research assistant and began to work on a project under the supervision of Dr. Masood, a physics professor and brilliant mentor. The research was based in biophysics, and I was up against a major learning curve as I began to work. But that learning curve taught me an incomparable amount of information in such a short amount of time, not only as a scientist, but as a student in STEM. Understanding the importance of how to time manage, prioritizing different aspects of my life, and learning when to cut back and relax are just a few of the lessons I have gained in the process. Although my time as a research assistant was stimulating, I opted to switch to the role of a peer mentor within PSC for my last 2 years of my undergrad. As a senior who can now comfortably reflect on their time as a peer mentor, I can confidently say I have grown tremendously as an individual and as a peer. Being a mentor taught me the soft skills that are crucial to building a relationship while providing the bridge for me to professionally develop in the real world. I owe a lot to PSC and to the director, my boss, Andrea Alvarado. She provided me with the resources and time to develop into who I am today and in broadening my horizons further than I ever thought possible. But the mentorship I received is not limited to my time spent in PSC. A prominent mentor in my life, whom I also consider one of the most hardworking individuals I have ever met, is Dr. Dubrovsky. To say that Dr. Dubrovsky was only a magnificent professor and nothing more would not be the truth, since he was one of the few who exceeded the generic definition of a professor. For those of us who know of Dr. Dubrovsky or has ever sat in one of his classes, we all know that he has a passion for organic chemistry. However, we also know that he has a passion for learning in general and has changed our views on what it means to be a student. Dr. Dubrovsky taught me, as I'm sure he has to many others, that being a student requires failure. Being a student requires a thirst for knowledge that doesn't disappear when the topic is challenging. Being a student means not worrying about the grades, any exam scores. It means worrying about whether you grasp the concept at hand and what you gain from what you learned. That is what he taught us. Standing here today, I take pride in saying that I'm graduating from the University of Houston Clear Lake. The experiences I encountered here affected each part of my life and have prepared me for the future I have envisioned for myself. Upon leaving UHCL, I will attend UTMB School of Medicine as a first-year medical student this upcoming fall semester. However, none of this would have been possible without the support I received from the relationships I have built, the knowledge I have gained from my degree, and the challenges encountered along the way. What I envision we will all take away from UHCL, whether as a collective student body or on a personal level, is resilience. Being faced with the impossible and succeeding is a testament to our resilience and is what will allow us to seize our goals in the future. So I leave you here with one last comment. Keep fighting against it all, and congratulations, you earned it. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Seun Adigun. She is a chiropractor and biomechanist focusing on injury prevention and rehabilitation. After completing her bachelor's in exercise science and health professions from University of Houston, she realized her academic journey was just starting. She added a Master of Education in Physical Education Motor Behavior from UH, where she was also an assistant women's track and field coach. Desiring more expertise in the field of anatomy She obtained a Master's of Science in Exercise and Health Sciences from UH Clear Lake and achieved her Doctorate of Chiropractic from Texas Chiropractic College. Dr. Adigun, a first-generation Nigerian American, pursued an athletic career in track and field and bobsledding alongside her academic path. She competed in the 2012 Summer Olympics in London and the 2018 Olympics in Pyeongchang, South Korea. She represented Nigeria as the driver in two-women bobsled. She is the founder of Nigeria's first ever Olympic bobsled team, the first Nigerians at the Winter Olympics, and the first Africans in bobsled at the Winter Olympics.
Thank you. Faculty, parents, staff, and administrators, thank you for this honor. To the University of Houston Clear Lake, class of 2021, I salute you. This day, this moment, this degree represents so much, and not just in the typical way of graduation. You guys represent a light, a beacon of hope. You are living proof of why change and defeat are not synonymous. Your class represents a time where giving up felt like the only answer for so many people, but your perseverance would not let go. Proof that even in the most challenging times, resilience can reign triumphant. Every single one of you has a story or a testimony to what you faced in the last year of your degree. Yet here you are today, receiving an accolade that no one can ever take away. You deserve this moment of praise. You truly deserve to give yourselves a round of applause. But it doesn't stop here. The journey continues. You are now entering a time I like to call the Great Transition. This phase of life has repeated itself multiple times in my life, and I cannot honestly say if that's a good or bad thing. But one thing I know for sure is that every time I was exposed to patterns that helped me succeed no matter what the transition was. Now, I'm not here to stand before you proclaiming that I have all the answers, but I'd like you to take a moment to consider this perspective. In December of 2017, almost 10 years after completing my undergraduate degree, I walked those same halls of the Student Services Building for the last time. All I kept thinking to myself was, man, it's time to figure out how to peel back these last few layers of my comfort zone, because the world was not going to wait for me. I often heard people say, time waits for no one, but in that moment, during that walk, was when it really hit me what the phrase actually meant. That phrase is a call for self-honesty, because as I later realized, I could camouflage my vulnerabilities to everyone else, but if I wasn't real with myself about my shortcomings, there was no way I was going to be able to grow from them and unlock my true potential. Just a couple short months later, in February of 2018, I became the first African, male or female, to compete in both the Summer and Winter Olympic Games. And for that to happen, I had to successfully trek through the Great Transition multiple times. As scary as it was to reimagine a life after change, I knew it was the only way to peel back the layers of my comfort zone that would ultimately prepare me to take on the world. In the Winter Olympics, I drove the first ever African bobsled team, and that entire process was riddled with uncertainty and fear. But I somehow managed to remain fearless through the journey because I was often reminded of a familiar place, the Great Transition. A space where I could be honest with myself about my vulnerabilities and grow stronger from peeling back the layers of my comfort zone. Every single journey through the Great Transition taught me more about what I am good at and what I'm not so good at. I was okay with being afraid because I grew to recognize that fear gives birth to strength, and failure is only another opportunity to reinvent myself on this life journey. The Great Transition taught me how to manage my own expectations. It taught me that throughout life, people will project their hopes and desires onto your life, but it is not your job to manage everyone else's expectations. I want each of you to take a moment as you work your way through this Great Transition and ask yourself, who am I when I am not trying to live up to other people's expectations? That is a difficult question to answer, but one that is so important. Who are you? Not what your parents want you to be, not what your friends want you to be, not what your significant other wants you to be, not what social media wants you to be, but who do you want to be? We have been overtaken by social media, which allows us to hide behind our reality and endure false levels of entitlement. But recognizing this great transition anchors you in a place of your own truth. You have the power to define your own success. And whether you've realized it or not, you have to use that power to get you to this point. And this is why the class of 2021 is so special. You have endured some of the craziest times in human history, and yet you are still here, prepared to take on yet another great transition. Just remember, life is about balance, and there's nothing wrong with walking away from something that tips your scale of sanity. You cannot pour into anyone or anything when you are empty. Not everyone is set out to change the world, but we can all do our part to leave this world better than we found it. And that is why I started this address with a salute to all of you, because you have already shown levels of resilience that at the very least will rewrite the perception of your own strength. You are who you think you are. And I am so honored to have been able to share in a moment of glory, one of your great transitions. God bless you all, and go Hawks.
Thank you for your inspirational words, Dr. Adigun. Welcome to all graduating students, families, friends, and guests who logged into this spring 2021 virtual commencement. Graduates, you have my heartfelt congratulations on your incredible accomplishment. This achievement is a special one for you and your loved ones, and I'm excited to share it with you. Today's ceremony may mark the end of this chapter of your educational journey, but as the words suggest, commencement marks the beginning of your new adventure. You move from one of UHCL's approximately 9,000 students to join the ranks of over 73,000 alumni, including Troy Finner, Houston's new Chief of Police, and James G. Springfield, recently named President of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. We are also proud to claim 10 astronauts as our alumni. Your path to this moment has likely had challenges, as this academic year certainly had more than the usual. From the COVID-19 pandemic to continued social and political unrest, to finally Winter Storm Uri visiting Houston. But just as explorers often do, you continued to the end, knowing that the prize, your degree, was worth it. It is estimated 85% of Americans will finish a high school diploma. 52% will begin college and at least take some classes. 27% will finish a bachelor's degree. 9% complete a master's degree. And less than 3% will ever earn a doctorate. Today, when you hear your name called, you have proven that you have the discipline and determination to begin a life-changing task, but more importantly, to finish it. But more than just rising to the challenges and showing the resiliency and grit to finish your degree, you are society's future leaders, the game changers, and the innovators for a better tomorrow. Within each of you is the ability to accomplish the extraordinary. I hope you will use your skills and abilities to make a difference in this world and achieve things that others often thought were impossible. And when you do the impossible, I hope you will tell the world with pride that I am a graduate of the University of Houston Clear Lake. As you go out to make your mark, I challenge each of you to commit to live a life with integrity and service. Remember to help others as you've been helped. Please keep in touch with UH Clear Lake so that we can share your successes with students. You are the example they need to envision their own futures. Finally, you know you had the support of family and friends, many I am certain are watching. However, you may not realize you had a large group of supporters at the university as well, through the dedicated faculty and staff who wanted you to succeed. We all cheer for your success. It is now time for me to highlight those graduating with honors, which signify undergraduate students who have completed their degree requirements with exceptionally high scholastic averages. These honors are designated in the commencement program with an asterisk. Summa cum laude. Students who receive summa cum laude honors are in the top 2% of their graduating class. Magna cum laude. Students who receive magna cum laude honors are in the next 3% of their graduating class. Cum laude. Students who receive cum laude honors are in the next 5% of their graduating class. We offer our sincere congratulations to all who have received these honors. I now invite the deans to address the spring 2021 graduates. It is my pleasure to introduce Dean of the College of Science and Engineering, Miguel A. Gonzalez.
As Provost Burbridge has noted, UH Clear Lake has prepared all of you to make a positive impact. I can tell you that as a dean, we continue to look at ways to strengthen and improve our college programs to help meet the needs of our community. Our professors have worked hard to improve students to meet the most challenging demands across all our industries. And I'm proud to congratulate each student from across our 20 undergraduate and graduate programs who is receiving a diploma today. Bravo and go Hawks. I now recognize and honor the graduates of the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Science, and the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in the College of Science and Engineering. I also celebrate the spring 2021 graduates of the Master of Science degrees from the College of Science and Engineering. For those watching from home with one of these graduates, it is now time to give them a congratulatory hug or handshake. Provost Burbridge, on behalf of the faculty, I present these spring 2021 graduates as having fulfilled the requirements for the designated degrees and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. I now invite College of Business Dean Edward Waller to the podium.
Hello, and congratulations to the graduates of the College of Business. Our esteemed alumni include hospital, oil and gas, and transportation CEOs, as well as numerous other C-suite executives. UH Clear Lake's College of Business programs are among the 1% of business schools in 56 countries and territories that have earned business and separate accounting accreditation by the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business. It is now my pleasure to recognize the graduates. Help me celebrate the candidates for the Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in the College of Business. I am honored to continue the recognition by congratulating the candidates for the Master of Arts, the Master of Science, the Master of Business Administration, the Master of Healthcare Administration, and the Master of Healthcare Administration, Master of Business Administration in the College of Business. Provost Burbridge, on behalf of the faculty, I present the spring 2021 graduates as having fulfilled the requirements for the designated degrees and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. I now welcome Interim Dean of the College of Human Sciences and Humanities, Samuel Gladden, to the podium.
Hello, and congratulations to all of the graduates of the College of Human Sciences and Humanities. Your graduation marks a new beginning for you, a new journey into the world where you seek and, very hopefully, find the careers where you will make your marks in your chosen fields. I wish every one of you the same successes as our many alumni who have reached for the stars and soared. I congratulate and honor the graduates of our bachelor degree programs. I ask those watching to join me in recognizing graduates who earned a Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Social Work, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and the Registered Nurse to Bachelor of Science in Nursing degrees in the College of Human Sciences and Humanities. I also recognize the spring 2021 recipients of our graduate degrees, including the Master of Arts, Master of Science, and Specialist in School Psychology degrees in the College of Human Sciences and Humanities. Your faculty and I are proud to celebrate with you this monumental achievement in your lives. In a few moments, when we confer degrees, Jacob Henry Furler will be posthumously awarded a Bachelor of Science in Anthropology. Learning was important to Henry, as his academic performance demonstrated and as the faculty who worked with him have observed. Today, as we mourn his loss, we also celebrate Henry's accomplishments as we confer this degree in recognition of his perseverance and dedication to academic scholarship. On behalf of all in the college, I offer our sincere condolences to Henry's family and especially to his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Eric Furler. To all of our graduates, I congratulate you on your milestone achievements. Hawks, remember us as you fly high and make our world a better place. On behalf of the faculty, Provost Burbridge, I present the spring 2021 graduates as having fulfilled the requirements for the designated degrees and recommend that the appropriate degrees be formally conferred. Dean Joan Pedro will now address graduates from the College of Education.
Congratulations! You join a respected group of alumni who teach at school districts throughout Texas, with many of them also serving as assistant principals, superintendents, and counselors. The College of Education also changed the landscape of UH Clear Lake degree programs when it became the first college at the university to offer a doctoral program. The College of Education now offers two. I now recognize and congratulate all the graduates for the Bachelor of Science and the Bachelor of Applied Science in Interdisciplinary Studies in the College of Education. In addition, I recognize and congratulate the graduates who received Master of Science degrees from the College of Education. It is also my great pleasure to introduce by name and congratulate 12 doctoral degree recipients. Graduates of the Doctorate of Education in Educational Leadership include Erica Nicole Azigbe, Kai Christopher Bouchard, Akela Ann Martin, Marlo Molinaro, Chenda T. Mo, Esperanza Muniz Oduola, Tonya K. Patterson, Indra Paula Palaez, Angela Plut, Galen Matukas Robel, Fayal Shokut, and Amanda Smith. Provost Burbridge, on behalf of the faculty, I present these spring 2021 graduates as having fulfilled the requirements for the designated degrees and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. I now invite Provost Burbridge to the lectern.
Thank you, Dean Pedro and Deans Gonzalez, Waller, and Gladden. President Blake, as Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Houston Clear Lake, I present these graduates as having fulfilled the requirements for the designated degrees and recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred.
To you who are graduating, I convey best wishes from the University of Houston Clear Lake. I am honored to include you in the fellowship of those who have earned higher education degrees. This degree represents more than just a mark of achievement. It represents all of your collective efforts to get to this point that will continue to serve you well in your future endeavors. As Oprah Winfrey, global media leader, philanthropist, and author said, "The key to realizing a dream is to focus not on success, but significance. And then even the small steps and little victories along your path will take on greater meaning." My personal expectation is that as University of Houston Clear Lake graduates, you will continue to learn and therefore realize your total purpose and potential. It gives me great pleasure to announce that by the authority vested in me by the University of Houston System Board of Regents, I now confer upon you the degree for which you have fulfilled all requirements. I confer these degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Now, let's make this fully official. Drum roll, please. If you're wearing your cap, but if not, there are 3 students to represent the entire class of 2021. Ozzya Etter, Jinnah Shab, and Tanya Javazadeh. Undergraduates, you may move your tassel from the right side to the left side of your cap to signify your graduation. Congratulations, Hawks. It is now our pleasure to induct you as the newest University of Houston Clear Lake alumni. Speaking on behalf of the graduates is Xiao Li. While attending UHCL, she worked as the SGA representative on the university's Planning and Budgeting Committee. Today, Xiao is receiving her joint degree of Master of Healthcare Administration and Master of Business Administration. On behalf of alumni, UH Clear Lake alumnus Chris Wagner will accept the graduate's pledge.
Mr. Wagner, I'm representing the degree recipients from the University of Houston Clear Lake, graduating at this ceremony. Speaking on behalf of the student body, we request that each of these graduates be formally added to the list of alumni of the University of Houston Clear Lake. Mr. Wagner, we pledge our continuing allegiance and devotion to this great university. We ask you to accept our pledge and direct our service.
Thank you, Ms. Lee. Members of the graduating class, we accept your pledge and welcome you to complete fellowship with the alumni of the University of Houston Clear Lake. The alumni pin that was sent to you symbolizes your importance to the university. You are the university's representatives in your chosen fields and in your communities. The strength of the university and its alumni depends upon all of you. The university will be your gateway to fuller, more meaningful lives. As alumni, we ask you to join us in our pledge of service to our university, community, and nation. I now welcome back University of Houston Clear Lake President Ira K. Blake.
Thank you, Mr. Wagner. To our newest alumni of the University of Houston Clear Lake, we extend our congratulations and we acknowledge your continuing commitment to the university. At this time, graduates, please turn to whomever among your parents, spouses, partners, family members, and friends are present there with you, and say a heartfelt thank you. Without their continued support, this special day would not have been possible. I extend my sincere appreciation to all supporters. We'll now have Tanya Devajada, who received her Bachelor of Arts in Communication. At UH Clear Lake, she served as social media director for the Student Government Association. After the benediction, please continue watching. We have a wonderful photo slide presentation of the University of Houston Clear Lake's graduating class of 2021.
Thank you, President Blake. Everyone, please stand. The power of grace, deeper than our imagination. The strength of love, stronger than our need. The openness of the future, broader than our vision. May these guide and sustain us today and in all the tomorrows that lie before us.
degree recipients for the bachelor's degree in the College of Science and Engineering.
Akriti Adhikari, Faria Akhtar, Abdulatif Akilo, Patrick Alexander, Muhammad Fuad Saeed Al-Kholedi, Brianna Danielle Allison, Manuel Lozano Anda, Sina Arian, Jonathan Ares Mendez, Junaid Arshad, Rodolfo Ayala, Jonathan Eliud Barrientos Buendia, Rachel Nicole Bates, Stephen Beck, Carlos Beltran de Paz, Erica Ray Morales Bermea, Adrian Blanco, Stephanie Diane Bocanegra, Madison Beauchard, Jordan Taylor Bright, James W. Brock, Robert Edgar Brown, Taylor A. Brown, Jack Owen Burdick III, Adelanda Kiana Cameron, Anthony Orion Cantu, Azalee Cienega, Cheyenne Cleveland, Justin Kolunga, Abigail Kristen Crow, Kyle Kurd, Daryesh Debiji, Min Dang, Andrew Philip Davison, Mariah N. De Leon, Vanessa Giselle Delgado, Isha Satish Kumar Desai, Jordan T. DeVera, Philip J. Duvall, Melissa Yvette Diaz, Joshua David Earls, Carolyn Ermel, Ozzya Etter, Nicholas Anthony Wayne Fontenot, Ryan David Francisco, Karina Yeraldi Guevara, Lepadpaksu Hart, Ariana Hernandez, Andrew James Hughes, Cheyenne Hurd, Barbara Maria Hurst Garcia, Tai Hun, Jesse Izquierdo, Austin William Jackson, Lisa Mariama Jada, Maria Johnny, Cameron Grant Keith, Michael David Kiesling, Matthew Ryan King, Nathan Kitchen, Jessica Lamb, Sean Cameron Lamb, David Gabriel Langner, Rodrigo Lara, Luis Enrique Leon, Spencer Libby, Jessica Maria Lopez, Jonathan Wilfredo Lopez, Denise Esmeralda Lozano, Ahmed Abdulazim Majgaonkar, Devin C. Manning, McKaylee Ray Marr, Zachary Martin, Colton Mateka, Vishva Mistry, Arian Mawayad, Benito E. Montemayor, Min Van Nguyen, Naji Saber Nieto Hussein, Nico S. Nishinaka, Haley Nicole Ortega, Taryn Kathleen Otto, Alexa G. Parales, Nand Yatin Patel, Grace E. Patino, Josue Peña, Robbie Kelly Pike, Brad Porchot, Danielle Ramirez, Noemi Razo, Kevin Andre Rodriguez, Monique Leanne Rodriguez, Zane Michael Rosario Bowato, Sarah Roth, Perla Marimar Sanchez, Wesley Emil Shapa, Brenna Jude Nicole Cervantes, Aram Sheikh, Dominique Silva, Trevor Curran Smith, Joshua Spishak, Mancy Stamey, Carla McGuh Stone, Srinath Subramanian, Genevieve Adela Tannehill, Andrew Torres, Nam Van Tran, Philippe Truong, Emmy A. Vasquez, Jocelyn Silai Vialta, Gabriella Vicky Vital, Robert Wagner, Rachel White, Catherine Wood,
Degree recipients for the master's degree in the College of Science and Engineering.
Dikshita Ala, Sirisha Rani Aluri, Muhammad Salah Alzarani, Kavita Anemalur Mani, Akanksha Tarikere Aruna Aradhya, Sean William Adib Barnes, Joshua Eulis Barrera, Sarah Elizabeth Brown, Alexander Bernard Bryant, Dayashane Cato, Chandramuli Chaganti, Brian Donald Klauber, Hassan Danasi, Anupama Dash, Ryan Jefferson Desbrow, Fakumuju Oluwale Ayola, Cody Jordan Farlow, Steve Fernandez, Nicolas Galleguillos, Ashley Enchewi Kepe, Jordan Thayer Gemmel, Sadir Godugu, Jonathan Gonzalez, Abhishek Reddy Gopu, Pavan Kumar Gauravarapu, Zhachang Hu, Vaishnavi Aitapu, Igar Jafari, Pavan Kumar Jarugala, Hitanchu Parag Joshi, Pavani Kalempudi, Venkata Shiva Candidagla, Shrija Kankanala, Teja Sri Kankanala, Kaushik Kemoji, Courtney Nicole Kloss, Vaishnavi Kolasu, Sushma Koneru, Manisha Kota, Vijaya Manasa Kudaravali, Timon Kukla, Matthew Edward Lewis, Shreya Lode, Sai Teja Maramanchi, Sai Shiva Kumar Mamila, Richard Scott McCrae, Monica Muli, Rohit Motari, Himaja Mupavarapu, Sai Sindura Mutiala, Akshay Mysore, Sumant Nacharam, Dinesh Naluri, Pratyusha Nandam, Layla Sadat Nazarian, Asan Nehal, Anirudh Sharma Nikanti, Madhavi Lata Nimagada, Joy Uchenna Okoro, Desha Charmaine Opry, Emre Koray Osmalgach, Anirvesh Reddy Padamati, Daivik Palusa, Saliha Shakir Khan Patan, Duang Pham, Grishma Reddy Polam Reddy, Ujwala Potluri, Kamal Chepi, Mohana Raman, Kranti Ramasayam, Sandy Ramos, Spencer Reiner, Nidhi Sadhu, Samiksha Sadineni, Rahul Sai-Kumar, Crystal Salinas, Santosh Selvaraj, Kashti Shah, Deboshmita Shom, John Simmons, Simran Sindwani, Shivinder Singh, Chakravarti Tarutredi, Luis Torres, Michael Tran, Mohan Valivedu Sudhakar, James Yobe.
Degree recipients for the bachelor's degree in the College of Business.
Leslie A. Acosta, Arya Akgar, Hala Allo, Karen Andraos, Dorian Apodaca, Vanessa Marie Arenas, Sarah Arif, Roman Alexander Avila, Shiva Azamat, Wendy Barrera, Elvie Berry, Corey John Bell, Sasha Jade Rose Bennett, Ashley Elaine Benning, Sabrina Bayani, John Briggs, Sydney Luella Brooks. Brooke Marie Simmons. Brady Daniel Bynum. Eric Emmanuel Cabrera. I Too Can Too. Celeste Carrion. Olivia Kristen Cates. Crystal Cervantes. Crystal Michelle Silvestri. Jackie Cole. Colt Cooper Collard. Zane Matthew Contreras Rodriguez. Luis Hector de Leon. Christian Estrada de Luna. Justin River DeVille. David Le Chi Nan Do. Alexis Page Doherty. Patrick Dunkel. Gilberto Flores. Shelby Forehand. James Prince Frederick. Leishandra Fry. Vivian Mariah Galvan. Diego Jorge Gamara. Stefan Gamero. Noel Garcia. Giselle Garcia Hernandez. Brooke Gallo. Mercedes Meneva George. Ranija Eileen Glover. Sebastian Gomez. Alicia R. Gonzalez. Amy Goodwin. Colin Hunter Grebel. Jennifer Grimm. Tori Guerrero. Daniel Habibi. Cameron Owen Haynes. Anise Marie Hale. Nia Adara Hall. Carly Elizabeth Hammonds. Harry Jadel Comgang. Jonathan Hawkins. Christian N. Hermes. Leticia Marie Hernandez. Saul Hernandez. Michael Anthony Hinojosa. Sean A. Hughes. Bao Win. Tuan Vin Win. Sergio Infante Moreno. Daniel Jackson. Natasha Michelle Renee James. Cody Jenkins. Jesus Jimenez. Cressa Monet Johnson. Prabha Karki. Kyle Aaron Kelly. Naima Khan. Vu Kwak An Q. Victoria Diane Kopetsky. Brianna Tylin Little. Bailey Renee Lopez. Besaida Lopez. Maximiliano Lopez. Ashley Veronica Lozano. On to Win Liu. Mary Mack Johnson. Morgan Kennedy Madison. Griselda Manzano. Adrian Martinez. Delmi Martinez Brioso. Luz Patricia Mata. Christy Michelle Mayfield. Taylor Mackenzie. Marco A. Medina, Jr. Timothy John Medina. Gabriela Medrano. Jorge Mercado. Amy Louise Miano. Juliana Miller. David Benjamin Mills. Rachel Ann Meinsinger. Molly Caitlin Murphy. Elisa Nettles. An Win. Anna Hung Win. Nikki Quing Win. Wun Yu T Win. Lisette Joanna Oropeza. Ana Lisa Ovalle. Jason Michael Palmer. Myra Paredes. Rosa Carolina Para. Mega Patel. Karen A. Perez. Karen Ann Plant. Ryan Plitt. Sean Schexnayder. Irma Cecilia Quintanilla. Kendi Ramirez. Lauren Marie Ramirez. Michael John Ramirez. Chris Rivas. Leilani Rios. Jacob Rocha. Armando Rodriguez. Alexis Rosales. Benjamin Joseph Saavedra. Anitzerk Sanchez. Mariah Jules Sanchez. Ruth Sanchez. Gabriel Ivan Sardui. Mario Sarkis. Connor Schechterly. Philip K. Shin. Jessica Seegers. Sydney Claudette Saunier. Mackenzie Sowell Ware. Caitlin Taylor. Rebecca Torres. Tran Khan. Aisha Usmani. Vitalio Christian Villarreal. Gabrielle Voronov. Jason Patrick Whitus. Kiesia Williams. Brooks Ryan Winfield. Paulina Vingarat. Carlos Zapata. Angel Zuniga.
Degree recipients for the master's degree in the College of Business.
Muniza N. Ali. Tosif Ali. Ola Jimmy Amos. Morgan Anderson. Inita Anamale Sharavanen. Sean Berry. Jordan R. Benavides. Madura Bhatt. Hidan Borga. Caitlin Brazovar. Timothy Daniel Brinson. Melissa Janae Brown. Brian Bowie. Maritza Alana Chavez. Jasmine Lynette Cheatham. Simeen I. Chopra. Heather Jane Childress, Glenver Clark, Juvette Craig, Luis Gabriel Daniels, Stephanie Deanna Delao, Hoa Din, Diane Nemzu, Lisa Corinne Driver, Apurva Dugyala, Natanya Sasha Adakpa, Richard Allen Ehlers II, Jonathan Estrada, Sherelle Evans, Robert Allen Exnicius, Leslie Flores, Natalie Flores Gonzalez, Louis Fossell, Caitlin Victoria Mary Fleming Garrick, Sakshi Goyal, Jacqueline Christine Gruner, Adrian Hernandez, Jose Raul Herrera, Heather Elizabeth Hibbard, Jennifer Ho, Kayla Marie Hollingsworth, Weatherly Holt, Casey Marie Hughes, Ali Hussein, Sally Hussein, Jessica Noel Ebay, Bandar Idris, Kristen Michelle Hasso, Lainey Joanna Jerkins, Janice Marie Johnson, Kevin Joseph, Miriam Elaine Kabani, Meghna Jayavadan Kapadia, Jared Ryan Keeling, Maria Khan, Sarah Elizabeth Kirby, Corey Knight, Kanduru Pavani Varma, Susanna Korach, Allison Elizabeth Larson, Tamano Priye Lawson Jack, Khan Lei, Alana Marie Lee, Xiao Li, Ivan Lobo, Jessica Marie Shima Mahana, Adil Mahmood, Amber Shakatali Maknogia, Brittany McGowan, Norelia Mendoza, Mahmoud Mohammed, Mohammed Adnan, Rain Leonie Moses, Sandeep Sagar Muralidhar, Ajaratu Sandra Aida Nsho, Forum Nisar, Cynthia Elizabeth Nuno, Karen Ocampo, Bethany Octaviani, Dua Qasim Omar, Roland Orea, Nuruddin Paracha, Hiram Perez, Vu Win Xuan Pham, Jocelyn M. Picos, Erica Piercy, Kagan J. Powers, Rani Nikunjbai Prajapati, Ryan J. Pryor, Alejandra Ramirez, Kristen Ramos. Ronnie Reyes Torres. Tiffany Reynolds. Betty Rutherford. Rodrigo Isaac Salinas. Shweta Shankar Sankpal. Harshit Satya Prakash. Krunal Mukesh Shah. Aliza Sharoon. Divya Shiva Prakashan. Maneshi Srivastava. Kamal Raj Sigdel. Tracy Simon. Michelle Kristen Smith. Kristen Sullivan. Jasmine Swoop. Huda Sayed. Selena Temez. Kimberly Temez. Jennifer Joy Taylor. Kushbu Thakur. Holly Elizabeth Thibodeau. Sean Thomas. Alyssa Lee Tigner. Charlize Brianna Trejo. Tiffany Turner. Chintan Van Paria. Jims Parayil Varghese. Bansi Vikaria. Alyssa Michelle Villa. Te Wong. Hannah Wasif. Raquel Watkins. Christopher Ray Welch. Kristen Zoe White. Nicholas Lee Williamson. Kaisha Lachey Wyatt. Hilda Yanez. Ashwita Yeramala. Alan Michael Zepeda.
Degree recipients for the bachelor's degree in the College of Human Sciences and Humanities.
Jacqueline Acosta. Morgan Adams Jones. Italy Almaraz. Jose Alvarado. Stephanie Alexandra Alvarez. Carla Yvette Angeles. Jael Jeanette Anorga. Stacy Armstrong. Paul Michael Arredondo. Lucy Areosola. Kayla Ash. Alyssa Azartuz. Lakey Janelle Babineau. Jessica Marie Bacon. Kimberly Barajas. Ashley Sharon Barbara. Jacob Baxter. Jaleesa Beaver. Shannon Beasley. Alicia Benefield Moore. Magdalena Giselle Bennett. Katie Bethany Best. Travis Bryant Boatwright. Daniel D. Bonnet. Thomas Brewer. Christina Allison Bruley. Kayla Buholtz. Catherine Elise Burkett. Justin Butler. Marissa Canizales. Jasmine Cardenas. Ronald Scott Carpenter. Jose Danilo Carranza, Jr. Sarah Carroll, Erica Mendoza Castillo, Maria Teresa Castillo, Annalie Catalan, Sophie Monette Cavazos, Ariane L'Oreal Celestine, Cameron Christensen, Ashley Victoria Clark, Amber Lynn Clausen, Anastasia Clement, Christopher Tristan Coleman, Cameron B. Conklin, Jasmine Contreras, Sandra Jane Covell, Danya Cruz, Maura Cuevas, Jessica Ann Cunningham, Michael Darling, Joshua Delgado, Autumn Delicio, Tanya Tina Javodzadeh, Zachary Dockel, Melissa Lee Duffy, Deshonda Lene Eccles, Kelly Lorraine Elsperman, Shelby Enriquez, Joanna Escobar, Ashley Nicole Esquida, Stacy Rose Fenn, Janae Annette Fernandez, Courtney L. Fife, Felicia Teresa Filer, Irene Flores, Maya Frazier, Victoria Frutos, Araceli Garcia, Elizabeth Garcia, Jack Garcia, Gispeleni Garcia, Christina Nicole Garza, Junelli Areli Garza, Jacqueline Page Garza, Christina Desiree Jensberger, Arsima Tefalam Geratu, Adrian Gonzalez, Alyssa Gonzalez, Tiffany Nicole Goodlow, Haley Renee Goodrum, Michaela Aliyah Gorham, Edgar Granados, Mireya Janet Green, Troylan Griffin II, Ava Grimaldo, Andrew Geikema, Marco A. Guillen, Janice Annette Mallory, Keith Everett Hamill, Amir Muhammad Harris, Dominique Hart, Sky A. Hawks, Diana Hernandez, Geraldo Hernandez, Erica Lissett Hernandez, Megan Rochelle Hess, Anastasia Holman, Samuel Holcomb, Emma Howard, Aliyah Sarah Hussein, Ross Hutchings, Cassandra Ibarra, Jude Yakubik, Casey Ray Jameson, Karen M. Jenkins, Anthony Jimenez, Dorina Johnson, Isaiah J. Johnson, Leland Johnson, Regina Johnson Harding, Virginia Jones, Layla Yvonne Johari, Rania Kalyurichchi, Julius Caro, Heather Zona Kaufman, Mariah Ann Kelly, Kashif Khan, Carrie Elizabeth Crowan, Nicholas Jackson Landrialt, Brittany Chantel Laws, Rhonda Linnell Littleton, Danny Brizeda Loaiza, Elena Long, Malia Gail McKenna, Amber Nicole Marcus, Shayna Devon Mark, Hannah Diane Martin, Mariana Alejandra Martinez, Stephanie Denise Massoud, Monica Mata Torres, Keenan Nathaniel Maxey, Heather McCarty, Kaylee McKee, Joanne McLaughlin, Mario Melendez, Judy E. Mitchell, Narman Nazarali Momin, Cassidy Moneyhun, Cassandra Mora, Eloy Morales, Veronica Susana Munoz, Courtney Neely, Nikwanda J. Nelson, Megan Newman, Luann Wynn, Jesus Gerardo Nino, Clarissa Gonzalez Noel, Gerardo Nune, Serena Sadie Ordaz, Ulysses Ortega, Alondra Ortiz, Dominique Ortiz, Diego S. Paez Chavez, Hunter Payne, John C. Pappas, Dalton Patterson, Gabriela O. Peña, Yamalex Peñalosa, Emily Perez Negron, Xochitl Posadas Escobar, Aubrey Powell, Eris Michelle Preston, Jessica Puckett, Job Rodrigo Ramirez, Biddy Diana Rangel, Martha Alicia Rangel Marroquin, Edwina Reed, Cassandra Nicole Reyes, Ariel Danae Reyna, Lindsay Sue Robert, Helen Rodriguez, Jaime Rodriguez, Stephanie Rodriguez, Victoria Rosenda Rodriguez, Madeline Lucia Rosa, Soledad Reese, Courtney Lee Saab, Sandy Sace, Alicia Salazar, Emily Salazar, Christina Cruz Salinas, Hannah Marie Salisbury. Yanela Sanchez. Carla Sanchez Guzman. Susana Santana. Cassandra Sarmiento. Jenna Danielle Schaub. Kelsey Schultz. Adam Thomas James Sendejas. Cynthia Serrano. Nishalette Sherman. Blake Hunter Sherrill. Yansaundri Sivakumaran. Marissa Skidmore. Erica Solis. Nabil Solis. Alexis Sosa. Kimberly G. Spencer. Jeffrey Spriggans. Charity Ashley Redmond Sprinkle. Shakira Stewart. Victoria Stochi Stewart. Kathy Simmons Stein. Monique Antoinette Stigler. Mackenzie Swinson. Corinne Tamayo. Alexis Tambrella. Alina Thomas. Charles Robert Thompson. Allison Renee Thrasher. Amanda Jordan Tollett. Kristen Randy Torres. Fernando Torres. Stephanie Torres. Adrian V. Tran. Demetrius Latoya Travis. Clarissa Trevino. Gabriela Vargas. Caitlin Sky Vargas. Olivia Kristen Vasquez. Sierra Vaughn. Savannah Lee Votter. Destiny Ruth Vasquez. Caitlin Elena Weaver. Tyler White. Jane Ellen Weir. Laura Elizabeth Wilson. Natalie Lorena Womble. Andrea Worster. Joe Richard Zapata.
Degree recipients for the master's degree in the College of Human Sciences and Humanities.
Joy Ramon Addison. Natasha Alexandra Aguayo. Christopher Alexander. Ioana Manuela Avery. James J. Barrera. Daniel Barrios. Samantha Boyle. Vienna Cao. Ning Chen. Samantha Jo Christman. Claudia N. Siborowski. Brisa Surlos. Brittany Renee Clark. Tiari Regina Contreras. Eva Gonzalez Cruz. Cheryl Jean Curtis. Kelsey DeViglis. Megan L. Dora. Ankita Dudani. Jamie Francis Dyes. Hannah Edmonds. Alyssa Embry. Judith Estrada. Isadora Figueroa. Ashley Finnerty, Jason Edward Fry, Bianca Giselle Garcia, Ana Florencia Garcia Fuentes, Saba Haroon, Joseph F. Hicks, Raniqua Shea Hicks, Anitria Holmes, Borbala Yuhas, Amanda King, Brittany Ann Kingston, Reed Coles, Stephanie Kuhn, Vanessa Lara, Catherine Lewis, Casey Lowe, John D. Lowe, Linda Victoria Lopez, Erlnisha Kaizen Lumpkin, Parmis Malakasemi, Cassidy Morgan Matlock, Marissa Matusi, Rosanna McLaren, Eric A. Medina, Ashley Marins, Lauren Marriott, Christine Wynn, Melissa Claire Paris, Matthew Burton Piper, Taryn Brianna Pollard, Brian Lee Ponce, Renee Aaron Risen, Sarah Rathbun, Dominique Reed Foster, Lindsay Ann Reyes, Cindy A. Rios, Tabitha Romero, Al Stephen Rose, Annalise Elena Sanchez, Renee Schwartz, Alyssa Shotwell, Sophia Som, Michelle Spinelli, Derek Tran, Bailey Vallo, Sean G. Ware, Alexandra Page Yanta.
Degree recipients for the bachelor's degree in the College of Education:
Jacqueline Adame, Maria Teresa Molanda Agararo, Amy Alexander, Oneidi Diane Alonzo, Celeste Deyanira Alvarez, Erin Michelle Beal, Crystal Beekler, Stephen Bernard, Jalissa Benavides, Lorena Benavides Sanchez, Ashley Nicole Brown, Ashley Elizabeth Brown, Julia Cadriel, Selena Calderon, Lisbeth Canales, Darby Sarda, Mercedes Sonia Ceballos, Michael Eric Cheney, Chelsea Paige Clausen, Sarah M. Concha, Jacqueline G. Cuello, Angie Delgado, Mackenzie DeVille, Arleni Espinoza, Nora Facundo, Marissa Marie Fernandez, Alexandra Flores, Jacqueline Flores, Mariana Gaona, Alejandra Garcia Montes, Kenya Mabel Garza, Kaylin Gibson, Stephanie Lucia Gomez, Sarah Green, Chrisma Guevara, Sonia Abigail Gutierrez, Jalen Elaine Hefner, Allison Hicks, April Houston, Alyssa Page Hovey, Josefina Jaramillo, Talia Jefferson, Esther Jimenez, Kiara Twanye Jones, Amber Dawn Kaplan, Kayla Canepa, Brenda Lara, Alyssa Lopez, Ashley Maddox, Hannah Jewel Malley, Judy Lynn Malone, Miriam Sarai Marroquin Lopez, Samantha Lynn Martinez, Kenyesha Mayfield, Cassandra Mendoza, Miranda Ray Mesa, Leona Delyn Mistretta, Blanca Nelly Moreno, Rochelle Jerica Murray, Vanessa Obregon, Isabel Ortega, J.C. Palmer, Charity Joy Ponciera, Bailey Rose Penny, Valeria Perez, Vanessa Perez Velasquez, Amy J. Parrott, Allison M. Potter, Sarai Gabriela Ramales, Daniela Marie Ramirez, Desiree Rath, Shelby A. Reed, Katie Lynn Richter, Shaska Nicole Ripito, Cassandra Rodriguez, Nayeli Rodriguez, Christian Rosales, Tabitha Christine Ruiz, Lauren Saliba, Stacy Santel, Andrea Marlena Seal, Edward Sells, Carly Smith, Holly Lynn Leatherwood, Cynthia Elizabeth Soto, Caitlin Stegner, Samantha Stevenson, Chantel Swift, Kyra Tegler, Nancy Rebecca Teodoro, Ebony Thompson, Brooke Ashley Threadgill, Eladina Torres, Kylie Celine Trant, Raquel Amaza Trevino, Katerina Marie Valdez, Sarah Varela, Melissa Marie Vaughn, Annabelle Rios Villarreal, Kaylee Michelle Waddell, Kelly M. Wainscott. Braden Watts. Ashley Wilson. Maya Salanget Zulueta.
Degree recipients for the master's degree in the College of Education.
Karina Alfaro. Savannah Barrett. Katie Batenhorst. Paula Black. Mariana Luna Bro. Catherine J. Briard. Brianna Caldwell. Ashley Cook. Nancy Dizon. Andrew Lafayette Eubanks. Abby McDonald Farah. Lizette Fernandez. Ariel Demi Gonzalez. Jennifer Green Hodder. Hannah Henderson. Ghislaine Herbst. Alberta Keener. Caroline Alexandria Martinez. Eric Molina. Ryan Charles Mueller. Crystal Ann Gloria Polo. Donna Gail Rebb. Tamala Roberson Walker. Megan Lynn Schrull. Stacy Lene Sebesta. Colin Smith. Clara Marie Snelson. Sohee Son. Annette Marie Taylor. Zulma Walker. Shannon Young.